My name is Festus. I am 34 years old. I'm an indigene of Edo State and I have lived here most of my life. I graduated from school close to a decade ago. Since the dream was to one day have my own business, I gathered some capital and of course savings from my years of working and started my own bakery. Life wasn't easy. There was hardly power. Even I started grumbling. Then in November 2013, Benin Electricity Distribution PLC, BEDC, was taken over by private owners. To be honest, I was first of all skeptical. But 3 years down the line, after they came, I realized there was really nothing to be skeptical about. Business is smoother, hereby making life easier too.
What we do generally is procure power from the upstream and we sell to our customers. We have residential, we have commercial, and we have industrial customers. In the power value chain, we are the one that interface with the customers. And so basically we are buyer and seller, or if you like call it retailers, of electric power.
Today, BEDC is the fourth largest DISCO in distribution capacity and the third largest in the number of households among the distribution companies that were privatized. As one of the 11 distribution companies licensed by the federal government of Nigeria, it commenced privatized operations on November 1, 2013, distributing power to Ondo State, Edo State, Ekiti State, and Delta State with geographical coverage of 55,770 square kilometers. The company operates from 25 business units with 350 offices located across the 4 states, are currently serving about 750,000 households. BEDC is owned by Vigil Power Limited and the Bureau of Public Enterprises.
We started enumeration pilot stage 2015. Today, NEC has come up with a guideline, but luckily for us, in the strategy and transformation team, we were able to fashion out a system that even beats the imagination of NEC. We've gone for presentation there, and they've been able to acknowledge this very, very clearly.
Our network comprises 33 kV, 11 kV lines and distribution transformers and injection substations where power is transformed from one voltage to other. Starting with the 33 kV network is a primary network coming from TCN. We had 53 numbers feeders. Presently, there are 66 feeders, and the number of injection substations we had 225. We added another 31 feeders in the past 3 years. Similarly, in 11 kV network, we had 265 number of feeders. We added another 17 in last 3 years. And the number of transformers, distribution transformers, where finally we give light to the customers, we had something around 9,000 transformers. We added another 1,000 transformers in the past 3 years. The national grid generation, 9% is our allocation.
We want the company to be the leading electricity distribution provider in our country, enabling sustainable economic and technological growth, while ensuring that all stakeholders get value from the process.
We're all a team. Electricity business is a community team business,
and we must create the environment to make it work that way.
That's our vision.
When we took over, we literally were having demonstration on a daily basis because we did not have enough power.
3 years down the line, we have succeeded in reversing most of this unpleasant situation.
Since we've switched on to BEDC, we hardly put on our generator, and that has become the bedrock of our growth.
The process of managing power wasn't very scientific. Today, we are the first in the country that does regimented load management. This has taken off in Benin. What it means is that customers get 3 hours in power, 3 hours out of power, so they get 12 hours of power. We would continuously rotate the amount of power they get throughout the 24 hours, and the customer can predict to the last second when they will get power. And it makes it easier for them to plan, and it reduces a lot of tension.
I can see the quality of power has improved. Now, what I mean by quality, gone are the days where we have low voltages all over town. I can see your people working every day, almost every day, expanding the transmission infrastructure. The wiring infrastructure is really improving, the network is improving. So I'm sure that's affecting the quality of power being given to homes, unlike in the past where you have a conclave of 1,000 houses sharing one transformer. I'm sure that's not the case today.
We have changed the way customers can pay for their power. Before we took over, whether it is raining or it is hot in the afternoon, you as a customer have to come and queue to pay your bill. In addition, because we don't open on weekends at that time, so if you have a prepaid meter and you did not buy your token before weekend, that means you go out of power for the weekend. That was what was on ground. We quickly changed this to make payments more convenient for the customers. So today, customers can pay from anywhere, from any bank, in any location in the country, from ATMs, from POS, online, from some of our offices as well. That way, it is easy and more convenient for them. It doesn't matter if you run out of power any time of the day, even midnight. You can proceed to buy power and move on to enjoy your power.
If our card finish for meter, we used to go to where we buy cards. We give them their meter number, where they will enter for their system. After they have they will print what the receipt, the card for us, where we take down to our meter to load. It's very easy for us to load.
BEDC has intervened in different projects across the region in efforts to bring the much needed comfort and ease to the people and communities.
We've moved forward from a company that was known not to be customer oriented to a company now that actually has earned the trust of customers and deals with customers' issues first. We've moved now to a company where staff understand their roles better, know what they should do, and know that they live by a code of conduct that ensures that new habits, such as prompt service delivery, is what they all practice.
There's more focus on the key clients now than before. Before now, there was no special attention to the corporate clients, but now we have a whole department for them. We have projects for them. We've dedicated some lines for the corporate clients. We're improving more on the point loads. There's a lot of focus on them, and we're trying to make sure that we meet their needs as quickly as possible to surpass their needs.
The resolving time is quite short. In fact, if I call the contractor who is in charge of this 33 kVA, he tries to call the manager, and within maximum 30 minutes we used to get the power. That's maintenance work is quite common, and we can agree for that, no problem there.
When we came in 2013, first things first was to see how we can introduce young, energetic, analytic graduates into the system to ensure that there is a succession plan in place such that the experienced hands that we took on can actually mentor and coach these young graduates before they leave the system.
That's one thing I really applaud about BEDC, their training scheme. Because when these new graduates are employed, at least I'm an old hands there. So I was among the engineers that engaged them on the job training. That's what we call OJT. Where these new graduates are made to go around all the departments and sections where they are trained and made to understand the electricity business.
Video Power Academy, in a bid to ensure that it has graduates that it can train and equip and impact, had to go looking for another partner that it could come into agreement with. And in that we found Elizade University, and both parties agreed that the graduates go through 10 months of on-the-job training. After the 10 months, they move to Elizade, where they have a 2 months intensive classroom training. They go through 15 different courses that cuts across technical, commercial, and personal development courses. Those that are successful are eventually offered employment as officers, and they're deployed to fill the manning gap in BDC.
So the essence of the program is to bridge the gap and to inculcate in us the discipline, the technical know-how, and the skills to navigate this power distribution sector from the present situation it is to a better situation to serve the citizenry better.
I'm a graduate of the 2016 Video Power Academy Trainee Technician Program. The program has added a lot of value to me, and today, as a staff of Benin Electricity Distribution Company, myself and other technicians from the 5 batches so far are in turn adding value to the company.
BEDC is interested in the future. It has the vision to groom a crop of skilled workforce as a way of building capacity in the power sector.
In the past 2 years, we've added additional 33 kV network. This, to a large extent, has assisted in effective and efficient power distribution among the customers. Again, a lot of injection substation has been taken over and injected into the system. The overloaded power transformers, overloaded 11 kV lines have been addressed by the injection of these power injections, substations, and additional 11 kV lines. If you go around Benin now, you see what we call our double circuit structure. I think it's really unique to us. We have what we call a dedicated line. These are for customers who are willing to pay for power 24/7, especially commercial outfits. In order to sustain this and ensure continuous improvement in power supply, the tariff to customers should cover costs of generation, transmission, distribution, and other service providers.
In terms of payments, a lot has been done, which again has quantumly pushed BDC operations into, as one would say, the 21st century in terms of technology. Some of our meters are remotely being read, and these readings go into our database.
With the diverse ethnicities and culture of the regions BEDC covers, BEDC is focused at ensuring that communities can connect with each other and larger community through power. Through this means, businesses can take shape.
And we have also introduced HVDS, that is high voltage metro system, that's having a 50 kV transformer, a solar transformer, to serve some number of customers and also meter those customers from the pole. All these are ongoing, and we believe in no time we'll be able to address the metric gap in the system.
Ondo State is home for BEDC. We feel most welcome here, and we know that doing business here is getting better and it's getting more and more progressive every day.
BEDC won't drive fún wa, wọ́n gbìyànjú, but ìyànjú tí wọ́n gbà wọ́n tún wà gbìyànjú sí Ọlọ́run máa ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́.
The dawn of BEDC in Edo, Delta, Ondo, Ekiti State brought about significant improvement in service delivery, electricity infrastructure and power supply to its esteemed customers. More so, the introduction of high voltage distribution system HVDS piloted in some locations have relieved customers of the traditional problems of frequent breakdown, low voltage network, voltage fluctuations, as they now enjoy better quality of supply of electricity. With all of this and more still in the offing, BEDC is already taking huge strides at ensuring its goals of being the leading distribution company in Nigeria.
We have been one of the largest in meter rollout by so far providing over 150,000 meters to customers since inception and still counting.
We do combing operations as well as we do specific checks at customer premises. We primarily look for places where the customers might have bypassed their meters or done something funny with their equipment, so that the equipment which is installed at the customer premise, which we call a meter, any tampering that is done with the meter, we go there, we identify such cases, then we take proper action in terms of disconnection in line with the guidelines of NEC. Then we issue the customer loss of revenue, and then the second part is monitoring. Once we disconnect, we make sure that the customer does not come back to the network until and unless the customer has paid the loss of revenue and whatever the infraction that was found at the customer's end has been cleared by our department.
BEDC remains committed to facilitating the rapid and sustainable development of the power sector in its state, which will drive economic growth, customer satisfaction, and social stability with a world-class workforce.
From a long-term perspective, we believe we are one of those that can quickly start improving power to the customers that we serve in a significant way and achieve a 24/7 power. Because of course we're in the gas producing zone. In addition, we've been working on many projects that when they come into fruition, we expect that within the next 3 to 5 years, we'll have a situation where both unembedded and non-national grid power, which will be larger than national grid power. What that means is that we would have augmented other sources of power to provide more power to our customers.
I can say without fear of favor, without, I stand to be challenged, we get lights steady.
Now, as I tell you now, we get new transformer. We don't suffer transformer again. We enjoy our light from St. Xavier now, as I talk.
People are becoming aware that it is possible to get more power, even though the process is slower. But it is slow because we are not yet putting the right pricing on the product. The moment the right pricing is on the product and customers make prompt and regular payments, the generating companies will be able to generate and discos will be able to distribute to serve customers better.
The journey of 1,000 years begins with a step. We know that with the advent of BEDC and other discos, in years to come, the objective of the privatization policy of the federal government will be achieved by the time people have stable and steady electricity supply.